Hi, everyone,
Welcome back to Unpacked
with Ethan and Reese.
and Reese.
And today, I'm so happy to be here because we fooled you guys so good. I'm sure everybody was freaking flabbergasted that season 2 wasn't our last season.
Everybody was panicking so hard.
Everybody was so sad. A few people told me that they cried themselves to sleep.
Somebody told me that if we didn't bring the show back, they were going to have to divorce their wife.
Exactly. So, Ethan and I sat down, we talked.
We worked out a deal. Yeah, basically, I'm back.
I'm back too.
Well, you were always going to be back.
Yeah, I'd always be here. Anyways, doesn't matter. So what's new? How's it going?
Well, I went away for Christmas break.
Where'd you go?
To my house, believe it or not.
I believe it.
And it was fine.
Just fine?
Yeah.
Why just fine?
Nothing notable happened. I'm back.
Did you get anything good for Christmas?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I don't
He's
want to
such a joy, you guys. He's
sit
so...
here and talk about what I got for Christmas.
Okay.
That's so dumb.
Okay.
No, hey. What did you get for Christmas, Reese?
I don't want to talk about
Reese
it.
Riera?
I don't want to talk
Do you
about
want to
it.
tell me about what was your favorite thing that you got?
Can't tell you. It's a secret.
No. What was your favorite
Anyways,
thing?
we're going to talk to you guys about our new set design for this season. This is Mother Goose. She's my friend.
She doesn't speak to anybody besides Reese, though.
So she's wearing a bonnet and a little maid's outfit, a pilgrim woman outfit. And Ethan found her at the Goodwill bins, and Ethan said, "Now, Reese, I found something for you, but don't freak out."
And
boy, did I freak out.
She screeched. Like I've never heard her screech
to me
before.
A freaking Mother Goose like this and expect me not to freak out. That's fucked with it. Anyways.
I can't see very well. But speaking of the Goodwill bins, I think I need to tell you guys, if you've never been to the Goodwill bins before, they are evil.
Why are they evil?
So Reese and I go to the Goodwill bins with each other. And most of the time it's like on a Sunday or a Saturday. Mm-hmm. Every single time we went, I was like, there is something in the air.
And I agreed with him. Every time we went, I felt so just like spacey. Like I wasn't real, so nauseous, so overwhelmed, like so dizzy and not there.
And I was like, they have to be putting something in the air.
They have to. It's like
the worst feeling in the world. Every time I go there, I feel like I'm going to throw up.
But then we thought.
Then we started thinking. We were like, okay, let's be scientists here.
When do we always go to the Goodwill bins?
It's the day after we go to a party or have a night out.
Because we always make the plans to go to the Goodwill bins. We're like, yeah, we're going at 10 in the morning the next day. And then when we end up partying and staying out until like 3 in the morning. And then we're like, we already made the plan. We still gotta go.
And then we wake up the next day violently hungover.
And I have to drive, and I'm like...
And one day when we went, I almost threw up while Reese was driving because Reese isn't a very good driver.
But he never tells me this. He just posts on his fucking private story and was like, Reese's driving is gonna make me sick. And it's like, get over yourself. Be a man. Tell me that I'm a shitty driver. Because he was so quiet. He just sat in my passenger seat like...
And we got there, and it was terrible. And then one day, we were like...
We gotta go.
We went on like a Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
And we went,
believe it or not,
and the air didn't make me sick anymore.
It was good.
But they are still the devil.
Huh.
Because, let me tell you something. Every single time we go, there is some group of fucking teenage boys that picks out everything that is even moderately good, and they take it to resell it for like... They buy the shit for maybe 30 cents.
Like, not even, because it's by the pound, for those who don't know. So it's like $1.09 a pound or something.
Yeah. And they get this shit. They get like a cart full of shit maybe for like $10.
Yeah.
And they resell each thing for like $60.
And I wouldn't mind. Well, I hate resellers just as people, but then the fact that they're also rude. Like, if you're gonna be there and like steal things from people who like actually probably need the stuff or like are just going for fun, you're gonna steal it, but then you're also gonna be a shitty person and like push us and give us dirty looks and like be like crowded over us. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Get over
So
yourself.
basically, one time we went to the Goodwill bins, and I was very violently hungover. And so I started, when I picked things up that I didn't want, I started throwing it at them. I'd pick it out of the bin and toss it over in their face.
I can attest.
And it got to the point where every single bin that they went to, I'd follow them to and throw it. And eventually they left.
I don't remember that part, but I believe you.
And I was very, very proud of myself. They didn't walk out with much either. So I could tell it was because of me, because they kept switching bins, and I kept following them over and then doing it again. And I pretended like I wasn't the whole time. I was like, throw this collared shirt right in your fucking pimply face. And then they left.
Yeah, and typically they stay for a really long time.
Like hours.
And it's so obnoxious.
They grab chairs that are there that like people can buy. They grab these chairs and they set them in the corner. They sit there and play games on their phones. Who the fuck do you think you are?
They're really obnoxious.
And it's always different. It's never the same
but they
group,
all look the
but they're
exact same.
all the same people.
That's the breed of men that Grace was talking about the other day. That was like, they think they're all so artsy and cool, but like they're so not because they're trying so hard. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. I had a kid in my class that was like that.
Tell me about him.
He was talking about, he's like, they're going around asking what our job was. I'm like, I work at Little Caesars with my friend. We get to him. He's like, I have my own business. And then it was in the class it was a philosophy class with Professor Hogue.
Of course, yes.
And he's like pressing him. He's like, oh, what is your business? Like, he's like, it's a clothing resale. He's like, oh, how do you get into that? And he was like, I just like go around and like find good clothes and resell it. And he's like, oh, so you basically just go shopping and then sell what you don't want?
Father Hog said that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And he's like, yeah, I make like $1,000 a month off of it though.
Interesting. How do you feel about people like that say that they're like small business owners?
It's not a small business.
I agree. You're just kind of being a shitty fucking
You're selling
person.
your clothes. You're not a small business.
I agree. Because I feel like to say you're a small business, like actual small business owners have to work so hard at what they do. And I feel like that, like,
you're not like, creating anything.
You're going thrifting and you're selling shit. And it's like the actual process of like shipping people things is so easy.
Yeah, you don't. By the way, I shipped someone a package over winter break. It was probably the easiest thing ever. I was so scared to do it.
Did you go in person?
Yeah. I was so scared to do it though.
Did it work well?
Yeah. I went up. First of all, the post office is always closed.
I love the post office, so don't you shit talk it, brother.
It's like their hours are like, we're going to be open 11 a.m. to 11:30, and then we're going to be open from 12:30 to 2:45.
They always take a lot of lunches.
It's like,
I know what you mean.
What the fuck is going on?
Just the way they are.
So anyway, I got there in one of the few hours that they were open.
Yes.
And I walked in, and it was this short man.
Oh,
he looked like an elf, and it was perfect because it was right around Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes my package. I'm like, I'm going to be honest, I don't really know how to do this, so...
Honesty is good.
And then he was like, oh, well, you already did everything right. He's like, you wrote out the thing on the package already, so I don't really need to do much. He's like, basically, I'm just going to weigh it, and then you swipe your card. And
how much was it?
It was like $6.
That's where they get you.
Yeah. Well, he also was like, do you want priority shipping or like this, and this? I'm like, I don't know what any of that means. He's like, okay, I'll just give you the cheap one. That's the way to do it. And then it was like $6, and he's like, he gave me my little tracking thing, and then I left.
Wow.
And he said I did good.
The post office worker? Yeah. I'm so glad. I wish my post office workers would hype me up like that.
Yeah.
I went to the post office like 5 times over break.
To do what?
Stop and walk around, shop. You don't ever
shop?
Yeah, just to look at the stamps. Okay. You've never gone to the post office just to look at the stamps?
No,
look at the packaging?
I have stamps.
Oh, I don't. But none of the stamps at the post office have been good recently. I know you've got your fucking fancy endangered species ones.
Yeah, I got my endangered species stamps. I don't send that many letters either, so.
Well, neither do I. I actually don't ever. Well, actually, I need to send one, but it doesn't matter. Whatever.
To who?
Back to your point. Can't tell you.
Is it a secret love?
Yeah.
Can you tell us their name?
No.
The first letter of their name?
No.
Anything?
No.
Who the fuck would you be sending a letter
I
to?
can't tell you. I'll tell you when we get there.
So it is a secret love.
No.
Is it your mom?
No.
Is it your dad?
No. Why would I send them a letter? I live with them.
No. No, you don't.
But I'll see them in actually I'll see them soon. Like a week.
A week?
Because they gotta give me my car back. Kennedy hit my car. Kennedy fucking rear-ended me last semester. Have we told them about this? Last semester, I was about to go off the fucking rocker, about to shoot myself in the head, but then I decided, no, I need to just go home, drive home to my home in Rochester, Michigan. Almost fully home, literally 2 minutes away from home. I'm in a roundabout. Kennedy rear-ends me. Anyways, my car's in the shop. My car, as soon as I got home from Christmas, or back to my house for Christmas break, I took my car to the shop. Guess what? Car was supposed to be ready day after Christmas.
They always do that.
Guess what it is now? It's January 6th, and it's
Is
still...
it really?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
It's January 6th. Wow.
Thank you.
Wait, what day is it?
January 6th.
Oh, Saturday. Okay. Yeah. I had to make sure.
And it's still not ready, so I'm driving my dad's car.
They always do that. Every
Pronto.
single time I've taken my car to get fixed, it's been it should take a couple days. 3 months later, in two
always
Cold
takes
Wars, then I get it back. But
Huh. I had something to talk about, but I don't remember what.
yeah. Interesting.
Thank you.
So what was I saying? I
Shipping.
forget.
You were at the post office?
Oh yeah. Basically, you're not a small business if you go and buy clothes and resell them.
I agree with you.
You don't do anything. There's nothing original about that.
I agree.
I feel like you have to have some originality or just something to you. It can't be your Facebook marketplace.
I agree. And it's never cool clothes either. It's not even they upcycle them or anything like that. It's literally just, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's you taking things that other
shit.
people would want to get.
Yeah.
And selling it for 10 times the price that you paid for it.
Well, that too, it's also frustrating because then it makes all of the thrift stores are so much more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to a normal thrift store recently?
Yeah.
The Salvation Army by my house. Have you ever been to Salvation Army?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Next to me.
I don't know where they are. But the one by my house, it's $13 for a shirt.
Really?
Yeah. And it's what the fuck? I remember going when I was in 7th grade, and it was holy shit, I found this super nice sweater for $2, and it would be so exciting. Now it's so expensive. That's all their fault.
Oh, I can't keep slouching. I apologize. I need to sit up straight.
Me too. That was one of my New Year's resolutions. Was to sit more straight.
What was I gonna say? Oh, we need to go to those Christian ones. Have you seen those Christian sales?
No.
I don't know. It's church sales, and it's basically a thrift store that they have up for a couple days, and everything in it is $1.
Where do you see these?
I saw an ad for one, and I saw somebody going to one on a TikTok. It was an old woman.
You need to go.
She was finding all these dresses, and she was like, I don't know if I want to get this one, but it is $1. I'm like,
oh,
if I was even questioning if I wanted to get something, I'd get it if it was $1.
I agree, because then it's what the shit? Yeah, I agree. That's why it makes me sad in the winter, because there aren't any garage sales. The other day I was driving around and I wanted to go to one, but I couldn't.
This is true. Remember the garage sale we went to, and that lady pulled out her entire...
Her fucking resume.
Her acting...
Oh my god, I need to text her. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Basically...
You have her number.
We go to this garage sale. I'm looking at the dish set, and she's like, you need a dish set? I'm like, yeah. I actually didn't need a dish set, though. And she's like, well, I can get you a good dish set. And I was like, okay. She was like, but I actually haven't unpacked my boxes even though I moved here 70 years ago. So you're going to have to contact me. And I was like, okay, can I have your number or something? She's like, yeah. She pulls out her full fucking resume to give it to me.
Yeah. She's like, my number's at the top. Meanwhile, it's like every acting experience she's ever had, even movies she wasn't in, but she was
She
like,
was supposed to be
she was
in.
supposed to be in, but they cut
But then
the scenes.
I thought she got into a car accident or something on the way there, and she couldn't be in it.
Yeah, she was cast in one of them, but she got into a car accident. Yeah.
Anyways, do you think I have to call her, or can I just text her? Calling people kind of makes me a little nervy.
I don't think she's gonna remember you, to be honest.
Oh. Why?
Because you were just some random person she handed her resume to at her garage sale.
No,
like
I think
6 months ago.
She meant something to me.
Okay.
Just saying.
What was her name?
That's a good question. Hold on, I'll be back.
Are you?
I gotta go check.
She's going to grab her resume right now. She has something to say, you guys. Basically, what should I talk about while she's gone?
It was Evelyn.
Her name was Evelyn.
Evelyn Wright.
And I remember that.
Anyways, what I had to say was, I have a question for you. Do you think I'm weird?
Do I think you're weird? Yeah.
Because I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm not that fucked up. Then I walked into my house last night, and I walk in, and it's like whatever, like 10:30. So it's like past the time that I start feeling a little bit silly, right? And I walk back from your home to my home, and I walk in the door, and I turn on the light, and I look to my dining room table, and then there's like a 2-foot long horse puzzle that I just completed. And the whole walk home, I'm trying to remember where I put my Mod Podge so I can seal my horse puzzle. And then I get home and I look at the table and there's the horse puzzle, and then I look up. I look up to the wall right next to the table, and there's my horse calendar hanging on the wall. And I was like, God, I think there might be something seriously wrong with me. Because the other day you made some comment about how I'm a fucking loser who was wearing M&M pants, and I was like, oh my God. And then I come home wearing my M&M pants to my horse puzzle on my table next to my horse calendar. And I was like, oh my God. In my head, it's so silly, and I think I'm the silliest person on the planet. But I think that everybody else on the world, everybody knows me, thinks that there's something wrong with me. Because I don't think people understand it like I do. They don't understand my brand. What are your thoughts? Break it down.
I've thought the same thing before.
About me or you?
About you.
Oh, thank you.
I've been like, she has fish taped to her wall.
Sometimes I forget they're there, and then I snap people, and they're like, why are there fish behind you? I'm like, oh.
You have a goose wearing a bonnet in the middle of our podcast set. She's not actually centered, but
I have a lot of good things. Look at this. Is my ducks. This is Jesus. He gave me him.
I didn't give you him.
You did, for my birthday.
Grace got him.
Well, it was all in the same bag.
Well, yeah.
Magic 8 ball.
Can I ask it a question?
Yeah. And then touch this.
Okay. Am I going to fall in love? Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Okay. Am I
sorry.
Am I going to get married this year?
Outlook good.
Okay.
I had a dream that you got married the other day. And I was flustered because I was supposed to be the priest and I didn't know what to do. And I fucking lost my shit because I was like, I don't know what to say. And then you locked me in a room. And I had to figure out what to do. It was pretty traumatic. I forgot to tell you about this.
Is Reese going to find love this year? Certainly.
What can I say? Is there something wrong with me?
All signs point to yes.
Okay.
All signs point to yes. All of them.
Anyways, that was my realization that I made last night. And then what did I proceed to do after that? I stayed up late last night. What did I do? Oh, I talked to Ryan on the phone.
How late?
Like 2 or 3. How about you?
Me too. I think like 2:30.
And then I woke up this morning, and guess what I did? Made
What?
pretzels.
Nice.
Guess what I wore?
What?
I wore a pink apron that I was gifted for Christmas.
Oh, fuck. How did it go?
It went so good.
Did it make you feel powerful?
It made me feel so epic, genuinely, actually. And it made me think that I need to start a cooking vlog.
You should.
Or a baking vlog.
You should.
Will you have a photo shoot of me wearing it? I look really sexy in it with the little frills. And I was like, wow, I need to start a baking blog. Okay, you want to have a photo shoot today?
Today,
Oh, his phone is not on Do Not Disturb.
somebody texted me.
Oh, are you going to reply?
Yeah, it was Game Pigeon Chess, actually.
Oh. Over break, Ethan started playing in-game pigeon games, which was a little bit interesting.
Why is that interesting?
And because he kept sending me games, if you let me finish, he kept sending me games that I didn't know how to play. And before we had this encounter, I thought that I had played every Game Pigeon game that there was to be played. But apparently, since I played in middle school, when I was like in 6th grade, when they first came out, a lot of games have been added. So now they have chess, and they have checkers, and they have freaking...
She didn't know how to play checkers, you guys.
Well, I don't know.
Chess or
I feel like I've
checkers.
told you all this before. And my parents didn't really like allow me to nurture that like creative academic part of my mind. It was just kind of like sports, which I wasn't good at.
Also, you guys, I don't know who I'm playing in chess right now.
Really?
Can
I see?
There's no contact, and this is the only message I have with this person is
Which you're
chess.
playing?
Yeah.
It's a white man with brown hair.
You know how many white men with brown hair there are in the world?
My
you guys,
brother, my dad.
I'm playing
You, your
somebody
brother,
in
your dad?
chess. It's
It's you?
definitely not my brother. It's nobody I know because I don't have their contact.
What's the area code?
803.
Okay, we're gonna figure this out.
But I have this problem where I don't save
803.
people's names in my contacts unless they're like of really great importance. Like
South Carolina.
South Carolina?
South Carolina. How does that make you feel?
Who the fuck is playing me in Game Pigeon from South? I'm gonna ask. I'm saying, who is this, by the way? I'm gonna find out live on air who this is.
Well, not live on air.
First of all, they're not very good because they set themselves up for failure already. They're attacking my pawns right away with their fucking horse guy.
See, I don't really know what you are or aren't supposed to do. But anyways, yeah, when I played you over break, I just kind of tried to mimic what you were doing.
You were really bad.
I know.
You were really bad.
I was giggling to myself, sorry. I was sitting there kicking my feet in my bed because I was like, I can't tell him yet that I've never played chess before or whatever.
Knew.
So we just kept going. And then it's like, he's like one move away from winning and he goes, Reese, do you know how to play chess? No. Not in the slightest. But I didn't want to say, no, I've never played chess.
It was really funny.
And then you sent me, and then I was like, I can play anything but chess. And then you sent me checkers. I was like, actually. And then you sent me like fucking filler blocks or whatever. And then all this other shit. Did they respond?
Yeah, Chris or Christian from Snapchat.
Do you know Chris or Christian from Snapchat?
No.
Is he a liar?
I know a Christopher. Chris or Christian?
I know a Chris who peed his pants in 1st grade. That's only Chris I know, though.
Interesting. So now we're playing chess, and I still don't know who he is. Hey!
When did you learn how to play chess? Like, when was this a skill that I should have learned?
My friend taught me in my freshman year.
Oh, okay.
His name was Trent, and he taught me kind of how to play. I still didn't know. But then I had like chessboard at my house, so I just practiced with my brother and my sister mostly, but she didn't really know either. I still need to figure out who this is though.
Well, look up. Can you look up on Snapchat, Chris?
Yeah, but now you're gonna make me look like a fucking whore.
No.
Okay, you guys.
How many Chris's do you have? That's not that many Chris's.
Well, I gotta load more.
Oh, that's a lot of Chris's. Okay, well, whoa. Oh my god. Okay, but Chris is such a basic white man name.
Okay, so we have Christian Robinson, Chris with 2 S's, Chris Sid.
Well, I bet it's him right there.
Why?
No, I bet it's him right there.
There's that Chris.
Oh, or him. God, why do they all have the same brown hair?
Christian Parker, Christian
I
Whipple,
hope it's Christian Whipple.
Christopher, not Christopher probably, Christian, and they all have brown hair or black hair. Christian Lopez.
And he could be lying about his Bitmoji.
Christian, Chris. What the fuck? Who could this be?
Is it that important? But also, why would he text you today out of the blue?
I don't know. She said I probably have his old phone number and he got a new iPhone 15, so the old number didn't come over.
Is this somebody that you've texted in the past?
Not that I'm aware of.
Interesting. But you're still playing on chess.
Yeah.
Are you gonna beat him?
Oh yeah.
If you beat him, you should like tear the shit out of him and just be really mean.
Why?
I don't know.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Mother Goose is so not centered.
I'm gonna fuck his shit up.
Anyways, what can I talk to you guys about?
I really need to figure out who the fuck this is. Oh, he sent me his thing.
His Snapchat?
Yeah.
Can I see?
Oh!
Do you know who it
Okay,
is?
I know who this is. Never mind. Why?
Who is it?
Okay, so he didn't play me back last time we played. And yeah, okay, wait. Yeah, I understand now. It's someone I used to play Fortnite with, you guys.
Interesting. Was he good at Fortnite?
Yeah, he was really good.
But not good at chess?
And one time this guy played with us and he was really homophobic. And this guy, he has a very deep voice, like very deep, and
Like
sounds
how deep?
very, I don't think I could do it. Like he talk like this all
Okay.
the time.
Mhm.
And basically, I think, sorry if you're watching this, but this is just what I've gathered, is that he might have thought I was attractive. And that's why he asked to play Fortnite with me.
Chris or
Yeah.
the homophobic man? Or are
No,
they
the
same
homophobic
person?
man joined us. And I was playing with him.
Okay.
And this man joined and started talking shit. And then Chris was talking shit to this guy because this guy thought he was going to come in there and be like so fucking cool. And then he ended up joining a lobby with a bunch of gay men. And we were all
Whoa.
shitting on him the whole time because he had a lisp. And I was like,
Whoa, that
I
is
was like
so silly.
talking to this like, I'm like, wow, you're so cool, you're so cool. There's another man named Brian.
How
Brian,
could you
if you're
hate
out there,
gay people if you have a lisp?
I don't know. I feel like
Probably because they're appropriating his culture.
you're so real for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Brian, if you're out there, he was also there that day. He will remember.
Like Brian?
No,
You Ryan?
different Brian.
Oh.
But yeah, that was over the summer. Played Fortnite. But I do have a problem with forgetting who I give my number to and not saving their name in my contacts. So I'll get a text from someone like, hey, I just wanted you to know that I still love you. And I'm like,
You've never received a text like that. I don't believe you. Proof?
see, she always tries to call me out and she doesn't believe me when I say things.
No, I do believe you, but I just think it's silly.
Now I'm going to find you one.
I
It
like how
probably doesn't.
your socks match your shirt.
Thanks. Don't grab my leg. Stop.
You just
Ow.
Thank
Okay.
you. You gotta go quick. We only have a minute and a half left of this half.
I'll find it over commercial break and
Okay.
I'll bring it back to you. All right. So yeah, quick break.
We'll be back.
See you soon. Okay, you guys.
He
So
found the receipts.
I have a couple funny ones to share with you.
Ready?
So, there was one. Somebody said, "Hey, how have you been?" Where did it go though?
Did you answer?
Yeah. So I answered. First of all, don't have the contact for this person.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "How have you been?" I said, "Good. How about you?"
That's so real of you. You're
They
so
said,
honest.
"Honestly, good. Been very busy, but it's whatever." And I didn't respond because I'm like, "Tell me what you're busy with.
True.
Don't just say been very busy. I need to know what you're busy with. Give me some context clues so I can figure out who the fuck this is." Another one. We have.
Oh, well, did you find out or no? You just
No, I didn't answer.
Oh, and they didn't follow through?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I know who this is, but I don't know who this is because their text says, "Hey, it's Ben Smart."
That's really funny.
And it came after
Ben
we
Smart.
went out one night. So I'm assuming that it's somebody I met.
I feel like I remember this, and you texted me or something. You were like, "Who's Ben Smart?" I was like, I don't fucking know who Ben Smart is.
So he has
So
my
Ben
number, and I have his contact in. It says Ben. It's Ben
You're getting
Smart.
better.
But yeah, I don't know who Ben Smart is. Ben Smart, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry I forgot you. But I would love to reconnect
I hope it's
and
him.
rekindle our bond that we obviously had because you have my number.
Oh, I found him. He plays
Actually-
dodgeball here.
Now that I think about it, I think that's what it was.
What?
He was at a party and he was talking about how he's on the dodgeball team. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to be on the fucking dodgeball team. And he's like, perfect. Let me
Why
get
don't
your
you
number.
join?
Well, I think it's a little late now.
No?
This was in September, I think.
Well, I think it's fine now. New semester, be like, hey.
Hey, Ben Smart.
It's Ethan Outman.
Yeah, hey, it's Ben Smart. This was September 9th.
He's a 5-time national champion.
At dodgeball?
Yeah.
And
At
he wanted
Grand-
me to join his team.
Literally,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
you're tall and
I
athletic.
really want to fucking play dodgeball. And he's like, okay, you should join my team.
This is him.
Because I think he's
You
the
remember him?
captain. Wait, can you zoom in?
Ah. Put the mic down.
But I was really drunk. And oh my God, yes. That is him.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. So,
And he plays pickleball.
or maybe it was
GBS1.
pickleball. It was something.
He plays both.
There
but-
was something that he wanted me to join. And I was like, I really want to fucking join because I was really drunk. And I was like, yes, let me join your club.
They're
right
going
now.
to nationals this year.
Oh my God, that could have been
You should.
me.
You
That
should
could have
have
been me.
You could have been going to the dodgeball nationals, bro. You missed out all because you didn't respond to Ben Smart.
I didn't know who Ben Smart was.
It's okay. Okay, but you said that somebody confessed their love.
I'm finding it.
Okay.
I have to look. There's a lot of. I don't ever delete my messages either.
Really?
I have Michael Keywood asking to be my sugar daddy.
Did you say yes or no?
Well, yeah. He said, "Hey, this
Yeah.
is Ethan, I presume."
Okay.
I said, "Hey." He said, "Okay, cool. How you old?" Hold on.
Okay, cool.
And then he said, "Hey," and I didn't respond until the next day. And I said, "Hey, how are you doing, Ethan?" I said, "Pretty good." Cool. What are you up to today? Nothing. Okay, nice. What have you been up to?
You're so dry.
You're forgetting I don't know who this is.
But
so
if
I
it's
can't.
a sugar daddy, he's gonna give you money, and you're like, "What have you been up to?" Nothing. Give
I
him a
but I
little
didn't
more.
know who it was.
Oh, okay.
So I get these random texts from people. You want me to be like, "What's up? My back door is open for you, baby."
Yeah, that's how
Like,
I'd be.
I got my pants off and I'm jerking my meat so hard right now
Yeah.
for you. And then it's like my great grandma.
No. Well, no, but I'm just saying a little bit more than nothing. If your grandmother asked you how you were doing, you would say nothing.
Okay, I have one that I didn't know the name, so I texted him.
Yeah. Well,
Because,
first.
yeah, because I was looking through my contacts. I'm like, who the fuck is Anthony? So I say, hey,
Yeah.
does this number happen to belong to someone named Anthony? He says, it does, LMAO. Are you an Ethan? And I said, yes. I have you in my contacts, so I was wondering who you were. He said, you're in mine, and I genuinely don't even remember texting you at all, or when I saved your contact info. So we were in the same boat.
Okay. Well,
And
that's
we
good. at
never
least.
could figure it out, I don't think.
And it's not Anthony from Florida.
No. Anthony from Florida does not have my phone number. There's just so many. Oh, this.
So, are these people from Snapchat that you give your phone number to?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So this one. Somebody said, yo, do you still able to hang out tomorrow?
It was me.
This was Saturday, April 22nd, and I still have yet to respond.
Oh. Were you able to hang out?
Apparently not. I don't know what this means.
That was the last Saturday before school ended last year.
It wanted. Okay. So we have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh, I unadded someone from Snap. Ooh, I think I know who this is.
He's scrolling really far, you guys. I'm nervous.
There's a lot of messages.
Oh, brother. Are we going to get into it today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So this person, I don't have his number saved anymore because I removed it. Because I talked to him last year. And I don't know why we were texting. But basically what had happened is one time he came over to my house and he got a notification on his phone from somebody that I knew. And then
This is the individual that I met.
And then he was like, I was like, who is that? Knowing full well who it was because I fucking knew the guy because he tried to hit on me before. And then he goes, oh, I don't know, a friend from theater. And I'm like, that's not your friend from theater because I know where he lives and he doesn't live around here. And he was like, oh, starts freaking out. And I'm like, I had to have my moment, you guys, okay?
Which was?
Kicking somebody out of my house. Isn't that so exciting?
It was exciting. I remember that.
said,
you called me and I was like, I don't know what to say. And then you hung up.
I
And I was
called
like,
Reese
okay.
immediately. I said, Reese, I just kicked someone out of my house. Goodbye.
Oh, and I thought he was still there when you called.
No.
He had been kicked out already?
Yeah. So basically it was like maybe 10 in the morning.
Oh.
And I was like, I think you can leave now. And he was like, what do you mean? And I said, what I mean is get the fuck out of my room.
Yeah.
And then he's like, are you serious? Are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And then he left. And then I called Reese and I said, hey, Reese, I just kicked someone out of my house. Bye. Then she texted me. She was like, how are you doing?
So are you going to read to us what he said after or no? That's
no,
how we get.
We
just get the backstory.
It's a lot. So basically what had happened is he tried apologizing.
Yeah.
And I basically said no.
Because he was being a shady motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was a silly man. I don't remember much about him.
Oh, this is shady. He was asking me questions and I'm like, bro, you've already asked me this before.
Like what?
Just like random shit.
Not in relation to the fight?
No, this was like before.
Oh, okay.
He was asking me like different questions about just like random things. Like, what's your favorite color? I'm like, you've already asked me this before. Like, how do you not remember?
So he was forgetting who he had asked and who he hadn't.
Yeah. So I was like,
fucked up.
And one time he says, you probably hate me. And I responded, hate is a strong word. That's all I said. But
did you hate him?
No.
Do you hate him now?
No, he's a loser. Gosh, do I have anything else good to share?
I hope. Let's see if I've ever received anything crazy. They used to freak me the fuck out. When people would text me with no information. Because I think that they were going to stalk me and come and kill me. But they never ever did.
Oh, another thing. This man slept through the fucking Miss Americana documentary that I tried to show him.
I remember that.
That was kind of the tipping point.
That is so disrespectful.
That's all I gotta say is, yeah. And then he texted me trying to apologize and admitted that he fell asleep. So that was the end of it. If you're not gonna watch Miss Americana with me, then you can leave.
Oh.
And I'm glad he did. Because think of where we would have been now.
I don't think we would have stayed friends.
Us?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, where? Not us. Jeez.
Jeez. I'm just fucking with you. I know. Life would be a lot crazier and differenter.
It would.
He was silly. I'm trying to think. I just remember playing piano with my roommate. And I was like, he was like an especially gay man. No hate to him. That was like the one thing that I remember about him. And I also gave him water. I need to stop giving them water because they really deserve it. I need to make them prove that they're worthy.
Basically, last year I had a bit of an issue with bringing people around, and I wanted to hang out with my friends too. So I was like, okay, let's bring them together. And it never went according to plan. I'll be honest.
Bummer, bummer, bummer.
But that's okay.
He's still playing chess. Checkers? Or chess?
Chess. Sorry, I had to play my friend Chris back. So anyway, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Any thoughts?
No. I already know what the clickbait for this video is going to be.
What's it going to be?
Revealing Ethan's text messages. Revealing Ethan's DMs.
Oh, is there going to be clickbait?
Well,
So
yeah,
I'm going to have to...
obviously.
So I have to make a thumbnail, and then also... So we're going to be posting 12 pictures on the Wednesday before.
No.
Then what?
We're going to post the video...
I need to read.
The video thumbnail
Situate
on
myself.
Friday.
The video thumbnail. We've never done that before.
I know. I think we need to
Friday?
switch it up.
Okay.
Post it on Friday now.
I'm going to be at work, so you might have to post it.
You can
I
schedule
can
it.
hide it in the
Or just
room and
schedule
be
the
like,
post.
oh yeah. He's so intelligent. Guys, I'm working at a daycare this semester. No more Little Caesars. So that means I'm going to have a lot of fun.
Oh my God. Did we talk about that on the podcast?
Guys, we no longer work at Little Caesars.
We both quit, and I need to tell you about my last day. My last day was
yeah.
insane. So it was my
Go
first
for it.
morning shift with our manager, Josh.
Yes.
And I don't like Josh. This is the one time I met Josh. It was my last shift.
Not a
I
good
wanted to
first
get it done
impression.
with. I get there at, what is it, 9:30?
Mm-hmm.
I get there at 9:30, you guys. Nobody's there. I don't have the keys to get inside. I'm not a manager. I knock on the door. Nobody answers. I'm like, okay. I'll just wait a couple minutes. I wait a couple minutes. Nobody's there. So I text my other manager. I was like, hey, is this fella coming in, or am I going to just be sitting here all shift?
We open at 11, also, I must say.
And opening, like, a pizza place opening is kind of a big deal because you have to, like, prepare...
Make everything.
Yeah, like, make the pizzas so that you don't run out. You got to start working on the dough.
Turn the oven on.
Have to turn the motherfucking oven on.
He would... When I worked with him, because he was the person I primarily worked with, he would always forget to turn the oven on.
Yeah, because the oven, you guys, it takes a while to heat up a large oven.
Yeah.
You had to make all the breadsticks.
All of them.
Cut them out. You had to, like, just basically prepare everything for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
In the span of, like, an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And so 15 minutes go by. I'm like, okay, it's almost 10. We open at 11. I need to call my other manager. She was like, oh, he's normally late. Just give him, like, a couple more minutes. If he's not there, then text me. I was like, first of all, he's normally late, you say? Why?
As a manager.
Why are you telling me that he's normally late and he's a manager?
I agree. I feel like I've worked at other jobs like that too, where they're a manager and they're constantly late, but like they just won't fire them because, I don't know, they feel bad.
Why?
It's like, no, if I was consistently late, my ass would be kicked out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's so unfair.
And so I wait a little bit longer. I'm like, okay, it is 10 now, and he's still not here.
Mm-hmm.
So I call her back. She's like, I'm going to try to get a hold of him. We are sitting at almost 10:30.
Yeah.
And then she texts me and she goes, I can't get a hold of him. Can you come pick me up from my house?
Oh.
So I go and pick her up because our other manager, I love our other manager. And so I go and pick her up. She comes and helps me open. But we're opening 30 minutes before the store opens.
Which I would cry.
There was somebody outside the door asking, are you open yet?
Mm-hmm.
And we go inside. We start opening. We have to have other people come. And this man, about an hour into, it's probably maybe like 11:30 now,
mm-hmm.
walks through the door. And he's like, I'm here. I did not like him one bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and
First
then
of all,
sorry.
I didn't get paid for like an hour that I was
I haven't
there.
even thought about that, yeah.
I like sat there and waited for an hour for that man to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get paid for it.
You should have talked to her.
And yeah, That was my last day working there.
Yeah. And then on my last day, he walked in and he was like, or whatever. And it was like, I would always say, like, good morning, Josh. And he wouldn't answer me. And it's like, if Reese Riera is talking to you, you better answer.
Whoa.
Sorry, what?
That's a little dramatic.
Do you
If
disagree?
Reese Riera is talking to you,
If
then you
she's
better
not-
answer Reese Riera.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we understand how you feel. You're the queen bee. Yeah, continue. I'm just kidding. Reese, I'm kidding.
Anyways, so then, whatever. But do you get what I mean? If I'm asking you how your day is, then at least give me the time of day to answer. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like I'm asking, like,
I feel like that's for anyone. If somebody asks, like, if someone says good morning or something, say good morning back.
well, yeah, I'm not saying, like, I'm special and you should answer to me. I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's common courtesy. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'd always walk in and be like, hey, Josh, how's it going? And he wouldn't answer me. Whatever. He wasn't my favorite either, but I'd try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And whatever. It's, like, silent for a little bit, and he always tries to make his little small talk, and he's like, I was supposed to work yesterday because it was a Sunday that you were working, and I work with him on Mondays. And I'm like, oh. And Ethan hadn't talked to me yet because he wanted to tell me in person, but I knew some shit went down. Whatever. And I'm like, oh, so does that mean you didn't? And he's like, nah, yeah. I didn't bother checking the schedule, so I didn't know I was on it. So I showed up like 2 hours late. Isn't that silly? I was like, huh. Why are you flexing this, Joshua? Like, why are you so prideful that you didn't check the schedule and you showed up to work 2 hours late? That's crazy.
Mhm.
Anyways, but I convinced him to go back to college.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
gonna look
college
into
is
it.
right for him.
Really?
I think he's not smart enough.
Really? But, I think that he could do more than live in his parents' basement and work at Little Caesars 2 days a week. That's why I also
if he
don't
shows
understand.
up 2 hours late as a manager, I don't know.
How the fuck was this man making, like, enough to live and survive? He has to be so dependent on his parents because he was working less than I was. Like, I'm a full-time college student, and I was working, like, 15 to 20 hours a week. You know, like, at the peak of my working, and he only worked Monday, Wednesday. Isn't that fucked up? And I would always get there before and leave after him. Anyways, doesn't matter. What the fuck. Anyways. But I'm sad to go. I was looking through my camera roll the other night. I did that last night too. And I stumbled across a picture of a stuffed piece of crazy bread, and I was like, man, oh man. I'm gonna miss having crazy bread to eat.
It is very sad. I'm going to miss Brooke and Lisa.
And I'm gonna miss my coworkers so much. Lisa posted a TikTok the other day, and I was like, God, we need to go visit them one day.
Can we?
Yeah.
I don't know when, but soon.
We
What
need to
days
go.
do they work together normally? Fridays?
Yeah.
But not too late. Yeah. I don't know.
Anyways, so I am sad about it, but I'm excited to never smell like pizza again, I hope.
Me too. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Every time I went home, I could not get that smell out of my clothes.
And I made the mistake of I did laundry and I washed my work clothes with the rest of my clothes, and I had to wash them again because they all smell like pizza.
It's so bad, and it
Isn't that
will
disgusting?
never leave.
It'll never leave.
I threw away my clothes.
I threw away my clothes too. I was like, because I've saved every work shirt I've ever owned. Like, just, I don't know, for old time's sake, just in case anybody wants to be a Five Below worker for Halloween, you know? But I was like, this I cannot keep. I'll keep the hat. Did you keep the hat?
Mhm. I kept both hats.
Yeah, but like.
And the apron.
And the apron. Yeah. But I couldn't bring myself to keep the shirt and the pants.
Terrible.
And the pants, I kind of like the pants. They were just black sweatpants. Did you throw away your dress pants?
Mm-mm.
No.
I could get the smell out of those because I only wore those once, but I wore sweatpants the rest of the time.
Did you throw
and
those
I
away?
threw those away.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. I'd had those for years.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite pair of sweatpants.
It's so sad.
Now they're gone.
Bummer. Anyways, now I'm so excited. I'm going to be working with little kids. And, oh my gosh, yes. I was like looking at the schedule, and I'm going to be there for recess duty. So I have my mittens and my hat all packed.
One time I got in trouble at recess for grabbing a kid by the throat and lifting him up.
Oh, how'd you do it?
Get this.
Getting?
He was trying to get with my girlfriend.
What grade was this?
6th.
Oh. Did he succeed?
No.
Because you choked him out?
Yeah, well, he was one of my friends, so it wasn't that serious. Like, it was kind of like...
Shitty friend.
It was like... That's what I'm saying, but here's the catch. This is what happened, you guys. So there's this girl I really liked. We were basically dating. But, to be honest, it was a little bit a little bit on the fence. Because
What was?
one time I asked her if she wanted to be my girlfriend. She said she wasn't ready. So then one time she asked if I would be her boyfriend, and I said I wasn't ready.
Oh my god. Were you ready though? But you just wanted to be
Yeah,
liaison?
well, I
Okay.
asked before, but so basically, he wrote her a love letter, and I read the letter, and I was like, "Who is this from?" She says who it's from. I'm like, my fucking best friend from elementary school.
That's so fucked up.
And I was like, I didn't think about the fact that I'd never spoken to him about her before. He didn't know I liked her.
Oh, well, what the shit then?
But I went up to him, like, acted silly. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking fight you. Like,
Yeah.
not being real. Because I wasn't the type to go up to somebody and actually fight them. But
At
then
that time, you weren't.
somebody saw it. Like, one of the recess aides saw me pick him up by the neck. And they made me go to the office. And then I went to the office.
Don't act so mad about it.
Why?
Because.
But they never asked, like, what are you guys doing?
Oh.
And then I went to the office. They asked my friend. They're like, what was up? He's like, I don't really know.
Oh.
So then they were like, you were trying to kill him. And I was like, kill? No. We've been friends since kindergarten. And then afterwards, he's like, yeah, I kind of got the vibe that it was a joke. But, like, by that point, they were like, no, this is terrible. So I got in big, big trouble.
How big?
Suspended.
Bro.
For a day.
That's not that bad.
Day, you guys.
Would you do it again?
What part?
What do you mean?
There's, like, a lot of aspects to it that I might not do again.
Would you,
like,
I guess just tell me what you wouldn't do.
What I wouldn't do? I definitely do like lifting people by their necks because I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
I do it to my brother all the time.
I know.
But you have to be pretty light to do it, otherwise it's gonna hurt someone.
Yeah.
So I would do that again. Would I go to recess again? Probably not because I'm in college.
I'm going to recess on Monday.
Would I be in a relationship with a woman? Maybe. But also not because I'm getting married soon. So, what else? Aspects of the story.
Be suspended?
Be suspended? No, because I'm also not in middle school anymore.
They can suspend you from things other than middle school, brother.
Like what?
High school?
I'm not in
college?
high school either. I'm actually. They can't suspend you from
Yeah,
college.
you can.
What?
I'm sure they can. They can expel you. Oh, he just kicked my foot off screen. Get a load of this guy.
They can expel you, but I don't think they'd expel me for fucking with someone at recess. You know?
Yeah. At college. Anyways, I understand. I miss recess. I only had recess till 8th grade. Or I had recess till 8th grade, not only. Isn't that crazy? Most people, I think it stops before middle school, but I had all the way till 8th grade.
I think ours stopped in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I can't really remember because you guys, I got kicked out of my school in 7th grade, so I only experienced like half of it.
And then he never freaking
I dropped out of preschool and got kicked out of 7th grade.
You're very inspiring.
Thank you. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. You guys need to get me famous so I can like go talk about, you guys, you can make it. You can make it. I was a preschool dropout. I got kicked out of school in 7th grade and look where I am now.
That's what your persuasive speech in communications
my
class
God.
should be about.
That's such. Will you remind me that later? Because I'm definitely.
I'm going to remind him. I'll make a note. Guys, I'm a psychology major, but I'm kind of over psychology. I'm like literally over halfway done with college. And I've kind of decided that I think I'm over psychology, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So I just dropped one of my psychology classes in a communications. He's kicking the fucking tripod. Communications class with Ethan. And I get to give a speech about why I'm Ristriera. Do I have a good talking voice, or am I too monotone?
I think you have a good talking voice, but when you present, you always you give yourself even more of a vocal fry. You'll be like, so, and also the lip click.
I didn't realize that. Thank you for
enlightening me. Or the tongue pop, I guess. You go, so, actually, and then it'll be like, actually.
You're such a liar.
I'll record for you guys.
Okay, thank you. But anyways, I'm excited because one time in 6th grade, I gave a speech at my church, and everybody told me that I was really good at speaking, like abnormally good at speaking. but that I was a little bit too monotone with it. Hi, my name is Reese Riera with the St. Andrew's Easter Basket Outreach Program.
Okay.
That was my
Ready for
speech.
this? This is my speech.
But then I kept going about the St. Andrew's
Hello,
Easter Basket
everyone.
Outreach Program.
Today, I'm going to be telling you why it's okay that you didn't make it past 7th grade.
I'm sure they'll love that.
It's
It's
gonna be
a
my
sophomore in
opening thing.
college.
Yeah. I didn't make it through 7th grade. I missed crucial mathematical
I still don't
times.
understand that.
Yet I am still here in this same room.
What were you learning in 7th grade math?
I don't know, probably like the basics of like algebra.
I love math.
I remember a little bit of it. Like it was probably basic algebra.
But you didn't need it?
Apparently not. I learned it.
Your eyes
The
just
next
lagged
year.
when you blinked. You went.
Apparently not. I learned it the next year.
And then you learned it again in college.
Yeah. And I learned it again in college. And I was in that class. And so you guys, I took a math class last year, like base level math. I don't know how these people got here when they didn't understand it. Like it was a little bit embarrassing.
I know what
Shout
you
out
mean.
to all of them though, because they were all very nice people.
Yeah.
They were just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Sometimes
That's okay
the
to be
dumbest
dumb.
ones are the nicest ones. Exactly.
It's okay to be dumb.
I agree.
But y'all were
Sorry.
dumb fucks, okay?
It's okay.
And I don't know. I just don't know. I really hope they're going into something easy. That's what I'll say. Where if one of those bitches in there is going into like engineering, they're fucked. They're fucked.
Or like, I hope none of them become a doctor.
Medicine, yeah. They're all fucked because they didn't know how to solve for why.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I worry that I've forgotten knowledge like that,
It'll be okay.
but then I didn't.
But yeah,
Crazy.
that's all I really have to say on the matter. So
I think me too. It's been a pleasure.
thank you for tuning into season 3.
We also switched microphones. Forgot to tell you guys. Thanks for being here today.
If you like the new set, let us know.
Or if you want us to go back to our old ways, also let us know.
But either way, thank you for watching, and we're glad to be back. Well,
I
kind
am.
of glad. We'll see you next week, maybe.
Farewell.
Bye.